the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Golden State Warriors. And a nice roll continuing right now for Golden State. They've made it through their first 10 games with just one loss. It's hard to argue with anything they've done so far. It's been that impressive a start to the season for them. A chance tonight to see Klay Thompson do his thing. Clearly one of the best shooters in the game. Can also be a little streaky. Shaq, your thoughts?
You know, he has his cold stretches, Ernie. However, when he gets hot, he can fill it up as fast as anyone.
Underrated because he's a terrific defender. You know, he's always guarding the toughest guy on the perimeter. I think that might take away from his offense at times. And every slow night offensively, he still can help you win.
Standing by with the play-by-play, we get it down to Kevin Harlan.
Kevin!
We are live at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in L.A. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And the Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. What a tremendous role these guys have been on. Red hot from the start of the season.
And for the Warriors, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Jones is out there with Bell, and it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. Just 2 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Beverly against Curry. Thompson left side. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Over Thompson. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Iguodala no good. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Harris against Bell. The pass to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Bell. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Now here's Iguodala. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. The Warriors selecting Jordan Bell with the 38th pick in the 2017 draft. A pick they acquired, Brent, from Chicago for cash considerations.
Yeah, a lot of people scratching their heads as to why Chicago wouldn't want a player like Jordan Bell. Well, the Warriors jumped on it, paid for the draft rights to him, and was huge last year, playing in a lot of key moments in the playoffs and in the finals.
And here's Golden State. They've scored 10 straight. Curry finds Iguodala. Pass to Thompson. Over Williams, and another basket for Golden State.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now here's Gortat. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Here is Harris. Over Bell.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Iguodala against Gallinari. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Gallinari, and he banks in the layup.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Over in the corner, Williams. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Williams has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. 13 feet away. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Beverly dishes to Williams. Shoots from the elbow. And the shot falls short this time.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, tough to knock Klay Thompson with that wide base off balance. Even when he gets hit, he maintained control on that play.
Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, you know, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Now you think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game. You know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in one quarter. Let's go streaking.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
Curry passes to Bell. Back to Curry. Pass to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And 12 points for Klay Thompson. And the Clippers call time here. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 5, the Warriors.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
High post, Gortat. Pass to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Curry on the wing. Defended by Beverly. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 6 points.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers, trailing by 19. Beyond the arc. Williams missing again.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
So, for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Harris. And Bahamute comes in for Gallinari. And Bradley's subbed in for Williams.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it is.
Seems that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Evans. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Clippers trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harrell finds Beverly. Back to Harrell. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Livingston passes to Curry. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand. Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
Mike Scott's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. And that one misses. You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those pregame ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
The Clippers shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, this roster for the Clippers is in transition, no doubt about it. You think of the franchise's history, plenty of dysfunction, but over the last 5 or 6 years, they've been the best team in LA. Now it's a time for them to reset, try to find some new stars to carry it forward.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And Brent, you look at the Clippers ownership group, the front office, the coaching staff. It's a different story now from days past, isn't it?
Well, it just feels a little bit more stable. It just feels like they want to compete at the highest level, and they will do the things necessary to commit to winning. And we've seen that happen pretty quickly for the Clippers.
Here's Williams on the money from 12 feet away.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Taken away by Williams. Mba'amute inside. Evans is there. Shot's good from Mba'amute. Mba'amute has got his first points in this one. Now here's Curry. A 26-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Jerebko in the post. Defended by Scott. Jerebko can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Bradley. No good on that one. And Golden State will come the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Kicks to Scott. Dishes to Williams. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here's Jones. And here's Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Livingston's got his second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Now here's Livingston. He had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Cook's checked in. .112 left here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Livingston. Nice D from Scott. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they'd miss a series of shots, they'd make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
Now here's Williams. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. Here is Mba'amute. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Livingston kicks to Cook. Here's Livingston. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Cook, good. Cook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Right side Bradley. to the inside, and Harrell slams it in.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking as he's made the transition from a point guard at Davidson to a combo guard in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Well, they found a little bit of space out there on the perimeter, and they have a shared confidence right now. That tends to breed some success for this team.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Evans out there with Yaredko, and there's Livingston. Then it's Jones, and it's Cook in at the one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Williams finds Harrell. Three-pointer. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Harrell. And that's now 9 points for Lou Williams.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Now here's Jones. Back to Cook. Evans outside. Here is Cook, guarded by Bradley. Count it, good. Cook's got 5. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
The first free throw is good.
In the last season's championship round, the 4th straight time that the Warriors faced off with the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's the first time in North American sporting history that has ever happened in the major 4 sports. And once again, the Golden State Warriors brought the trophy back to the Bay Area.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Gallinari comes in for Mbah a Moute. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. Brent, next to the 1975 banner, the Warriors unfurling yet another championship banner. And when you look at the journey for this franchise, Brent, what comes to mind?
Well, I think about how many things for them just lined up perfectly, Kevin. The general manager being from the Bay Area, being in tune with what goes on in the city, and then the timing of the decision for Steve Kerr to be choosing between joining the New York Knicks and him choosing not the East Coast, but the West Coast to build this empire. It's been pretty remarkable ever since those decisions were made, what the Warriors have built around the NBA game with those two guys in place.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Thompson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range. Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. The defense was just okay.
Iguodala wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Iguodala's got his second basket of the game. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout. Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the fourth quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter, good on you, Mike Conley.
Harris dishes to Beverley. Bradley trying to break free. And Patrick Beverley, good for 3. Beverley's got his second basket of the night. Cook kicks to Jerebko. Fires it up. And it's Golden State with another. Los Angeles has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Top of the key, Harris. Gallinari on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. That one wide left. Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. No one covering. And that's now 18 points for Klay Thompson.
He's been on his A game, sinking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Gortat, the pass to Harris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here is Harris. 8 points his last outing. Here's Bradley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What's up?
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Bradley.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction. The era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Now, here's Jerebko. Thompson. Gortat with the defensive effort. Gallinari against Iguodala. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his third foul so far. And from 2011 to 2017, the Lob City Clippers, as they were called, 50 wins or better pretty much every year.
it was a great team. It just did not have the kind of luck, and trust me, there is luck involved, needed to get themselves to an NBA Finals. A record 6 straight playoff appearances for them. Took a series lead, only to be eliminated, and then a lot of frustration set in because things didn't go the right way. And now a lot of guys not here for the Clippers moving forward.
Here's Curry after marching Gortat's bucket. Curry finds Thompson. Here is Cook, defended by Beverly. With some arc, got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Gortat dishes to Harris. Iguodala with the steal. Cook kicks to Thompson. Again, Golden State.
Now Thompson right now just on fire. He's torching the nets, and something he's been doing all night.
Now Beverly. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Here's Harris. Back to Gortat. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Warriors.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that backcourt.
And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
Sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And here are the Warriors now, after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. On its way from Curry for 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gortat's got 5 rebounds tonight, and there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Gallinari and the powerful one-handed slam.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
Warriors leading by 22. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
And both free throws good for Curry. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft. Shaun Livingston has had such a remarkable comeback career and one of the more unique players in the league. At 6'7", plays really a true point guard position, but very rarely do you ever see Shaun Livingston getting away from shots on the floor where he knows he can be devastating. 10 to 12 feet, back to the basket, up over the top of guys. Just a really unique set of skills from Shaun Livingston.
Free throw good, Livingston. And Livingston, not really a three-point shooter, but Brandy does so many other things to help you win.
Yeah, really doesn't get up into guys physically, but is out there with his smarts defensively to be versatile, to be able to switch. I love when Sean has a little bit of a launch pad on offense to get to the rim and get up and throw down some dunks. Just such a steadying force coming off the bench for the Warriors in the past few seasons. Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Williams kicks to Harris. Over Iguodala. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Tobias Harris becoming better and better from that range.
The pass to Livingston. Thompson outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 23 points for Klay Thompson. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And Beverly kicks to Harris. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Passes it to Thompson. It's Curry outside. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Inside, Beverly, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Thompson outside. Livingston with it, working on Williams. From the low block. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. He kicks it to Gallinari. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, not going to be an easy one for them. We know about the struggles they've had of late, and having to deal with the back end of the back-to-back is never fun.
It's stolen by Harris. 1:33 left here in the second. Bell against Williams. Back to Beverly. To the middle. Gortat inside. That one goes. Count it. Gortat's got 6 points.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Pass to Livingston. Over Williams, trying to get open as Iguodala. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 31-point game against Milwaukee. It's deflected.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
Good combination of size and speed of Tobias Harris. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Warriors leading by 23. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Livingston. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's Williams with the 3. And that one is off. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, how do you win this game?
I tell you, every quarter we've had a 2-minute stretch where, guys are playing hard. They're trying to win. But you got to win together by running your stuff. And we're trying to make it up, and the turnovers are killing us right now.
I know you call that hero ball. Thanks, Doc. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Klay Thompson brought his A game early tonight. He had 23 points and 2 rebounds. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from behind the arc. Whether it's coming off a high screen or pulling off the dribble, it seems like whatever they're doing, it's going correct. There's not a lot you can do when a team's got this hot from downtown.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
We return to Los Angeles now with a look at the Staples Center from high above the arena. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
And trying to defend the Warriors. All that motion. Brent, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like you know if you give up an open shot, it's going to go in. That happens with most of the NBA. It's the fact that maybe you're 2 feet away or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league's having their troubles with it.
Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Harris and Gortat are up front, and it's Gallinari in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by Lou Williams. Thompson against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Thompson misses. The Clippers shooting in this game, 45%. Down low, it's stolen by Bell. Here's Livingston, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Free throws, such an important part of the game. Here are the league leaders in that department. Steph Curry 4th, and of course, Kevin Durant.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Williams against Thompson. Now here's Williams. Tight defense on him. Over Thompson. No good off the front iron.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Now here is Harris. 12 points for him. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Takes the 13-footer. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 25 points in the game.
somewhat remote odds of Klay Thompson missing on that kind of attempt. Just chalk it up.
Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 13.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Curry kicks to Bell. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now here's Livingston. Gallinari covering. Livingston, that's good.
Tough to know what Livingston was going to do there. He is very good at exploiting the defense in the pick and roll.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, the success of the Warriors is truly built around their culture and their chemistry, and it really starts with Steph Curry. Even though a lot of people argue about Kevin Durant being their best player, their most important player has been Steph. Just a great, joyful approach to the game, and it rubs off on the entire organization.
The Warriors making a switch here. Evans is checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Beverly the pass to Harris. Bell with the block.
At a young age, Bell has proven to be a great shot blocker with tremendous timing.
And it's Evans missing. And that blend of joyfulness and competitive spirit, something that Steph Curry and his coach, Steve Kerr, Brent, they share that in common.
Yeah, think about just how humble they are, how gracious they are, how much they're willing to take the time on a daily basis to do things for others, not just themselves. So you have the Warriors with some key values in place that they don't stray from all that often.
Knocks it loose, but they'll get another chance. Thompson in the post. He's against Williams. That one goes in. 27 points for Klay Thompson.
You just sometimes forget about Klay Thompson being 6'7" as the two guard, and he can use that to his advantage.
Curry attacking. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 20 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made one in the first half. Now he has one so far in this half. Look out.
Now here's Curry. He's got 20. To the paint. He's looking for Bell and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I don't know what you do there on the pick and roll. You're so worried about Steph. He ends up moving the ball to get points.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Thompson against Williams. Tries again, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
Such a difficult cover for any defense. Lou Williams is adept at putting the defense in uneasy situations, backing them up quite a bit.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
First free throw is good.
Lou Williams and that wisdom gives a boost to the confidence of the entire team, someone the younger guys look up to.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell comes in for Gallinari, and it's Avery Bradley in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Warriors, Jerebko's checked in for Jordan Bell, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Sweet Lou Williams came into the NBA straight out of high school. I don't think a lot of people remember that back in 2005. The former 45th pick has more than exceeded his selection spot over the course of his career, last year winning the Sixth Man of the Year award.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Bradley finds Gortat. There's the pass to Williams. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Outside Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
The feed to Jerebko. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now here's Gortat. He has 6. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Gortat. And Mbamute comes in for Harris. Harrell with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Bradley can't get it to go.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And the shot goes in.
Now that's just called working within the offense as Thompson, unwilling to settle for a shot, has good vision, and then sees the open man.
Kicks it to Mbamute. Passes it to Harrell. Pass to Scott. Got it. Good job in the low post. Scott's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, here's Jerebko. 6 points for him. Thompson misses. And here's Bradley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He kicks to Harrell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's Klay Thompson's strength on display, his ability to fire off the catch-and-shoot J. So dangerous.
Pass to Scott. Over Jerebko, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Cook kicks to Thompson. Evans feeling it out a bit to the left wing. Here's Cook. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Left side, Bradley. Over Jerebko, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And then Jerebko with the dunk.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
And Mbamute can't get it to go. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Cook, the pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Jerebko. Back to Thompson. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jerebko with it. Scott's there. Jerebko kicks to Evans. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we'll get a look here at where the shots have been coming from for him.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Brent, a major pivot for the Clippers last season, trading away the most important player in franchise history, Blake Griffin.
Well, the front office made mention of sustainability and production over cost, and felt like it was the right time for them to move on. The size of that max contract, the injury risk of Blake Griffin and what's happened and transpired the past couple of seasons convinced them that they might be able to clear that out of the way, get some flexibility, and rebuild the roster in the way that they wanted to moving forward.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. 1:22 left in the third quarter of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Cook kicks to Jerebko. And that one is hammered home.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
59 seconds left in the third. And there's the pass to Mbamute. And here is Harrell, covered by Evans. Evans against Harrell. Evans with some nice D. The Warriors shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Cook. Back to Evans. To the middle. And stolen by Harrell. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Harrell. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. Harrell, that's good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Lee out there with Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Looney in at center. Here's Iguodala. That shot missing. Nice D from Scott.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Teodosic, the pass to Muhammad. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Muhammad's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. McKinney kicks to Lee. Pass to McKinney. Golden State moving it around. Shoots over Scott. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Iguodala with the steal. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself.
Well, Iguodala doing a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and then uses the angles so well.
One of the best NBA athletes of his era, Andre Iguodala, and still you could make the case, Brent, it's his intelligence that's his strongest attribute.
Yeah, most of the time the comments from Steve Kerr or Ron Adams, the defensive guru on the coaching staff, talk about how Andre Iguodala is a coach on the floor. So he's been a great mentor for Klay Thompson and some of the younger players who are coming up and coming along with the Warriors to talk to them about how he thinks, what he sees, and what he does. Big reason why the Warriors have won multiple titles.
Ranked first in assists for 4 consecutive seasons, Brent. Are these Warriors the best passing team in NBA history?
Well, by the numbers, you would say yes. Assist rates that exceed even the Showtime Lakers back in the early and mid-'80s. Also, this team has been first in offensive efficiency for 3 straight years. I mean, it's been remarkable. So not only the best passing team, but maybe the best offense of all time.
You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh, that
guy.
23.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah,
that guy. Yeah. Now here's Lee. So the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Livingston looking for the opening. Rejected by Marjanovic. And here we go. Muhammad heading to the hoop. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true. And here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
About a quarter of the players in the NBA were born outside the USA. Brent, could that percentage swell to half within a couple decades?
I don't think we're ever going to get that far with foreign-born players, but it's exciting to see all the representation around the league. We've certainly had some standouts, and I'm a little bit sad that this year might be the last year we see one of the most incredible players, if not the best European player the league's ever seen in Dirk Nowitzki, probably retiring in Dallas after the year.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Iguodala outside. Back to Livingston. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go from the corner. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Teodosic kicks to Marjanovic. Back to Teodosic. And another 3 for the Clippers.
That's a good look for Teodosic from 3. Give him a few more of those opportunities. Maybe he can get his rhythm and balance going.
Lee outside. Pass to Iguodala. Shoots over Scott. Iguodala. No good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The tray. And Lee pulls it down.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
The shot by Looney, no good. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Muhammad. Warriors have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Looney, guarded by Marjanovic. Lee gets the bucket.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
And Muhammad kicks to Teodosic. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
And he gets it to go.
Can still fly. Flight number 9, Andre Iguodala on the take.
Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. And Mbamute kicks to Muhammad. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Muhammad's got 8 here in the quarter. The Warriors shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Now the pass to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. Here's Livingston. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Livingston's got 19 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Muhammad kicks to Scott. Teodosic, the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I tell Teodosic to get out there and run those pick and rolls. So much experience from this point guard.
Back to Livingston. Passes it to Looney. Lee against Muhammad. Lets it go with a 3. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Lee.
Well, Iguodala setting up, getting that good, strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that.
Teodosic kicks to Mbamute. Here's Scott. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now here's Iguodala. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
That's something Iguodala would like to do just about every time. A good scorer around the rim.
Pass to Teodosic. Muhammad against Lee. Lee with the steal. Inside, here's Livingston. The shot missing, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Teodosic. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Livingston kicks to McKinney. Pass to Livingston. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on. It's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Here's Teodosic and the dunk by Mbamute.
Kind of asking for trouble. I know you want to pressure Teodosic, but if you lose sight of somebody else, he doesn't.
Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. And the pass to Bell. The dish now to Lee. Clock at 6. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
So it's the Warriors now, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Here's McKinney. He's guarded by Mbamute. Curry dishes to Bell. Looney passes to Lee. McKinney kicks it to Looney. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Passes to Teodosic. Lee against Williams. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league?
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but a Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's going to be someone before long.
No doubt.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Gortat's checked in for Marjanovic. Harris comes in for Mbamute. Gallinari, he's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Milos Teodosic. Now Iguodala, outside Curry. Six to shoot. Back to Iguodala. But they recover it. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for Warriors, Damian Jones. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Second free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Williams double team. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Gallinari on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala, and the shot goes in.
Gallinari so hard to guard from the mid-range area because of his quick first step to the hoop, but you can't play too far off him or he'll do just that, burn you with the J.
Now here's Iguodala. Gortat with the steal. To the paint. Here's Beverley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And Patrick Beverley can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Here's Curry. To stop the drought. Jump shot is good. Curry's got 22 points. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Beverley kicks to Harris. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Yeah.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well, a big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Klay Thompson.
I really liked the ball movement all night long. He was excellent at setting the table for his guys. Table for 4.
Here's Iguodala. After marching Gortat's bucket, Iguodala kicks to Jerebko. From outside, off the mark.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Trent Lou Williams last season dropping a career-high 50 points on the Golden State Warriors in a regular season game.
Well, he led the Clippers to that convincing win on the road against the defending champs, and you better believe he saves his best game for the stiffest of competition.
And he makes the first. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And both free throws good for Lou Williams. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cook kicks to Bell. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official he ain't buying.
Williams looking around. He gets it in there.
And finally hitting their stride. This is the run they needed earlier.
Well, easier to do once the game is on ice, as your opponent sometimes has a tendency to relax.
Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Klay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Klay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.